Hello, this is Sparrow from Sparrow Dreads. I'm making another video because there are a few people out there who are starting to um, take my inspiration and extend their hair with wool dreads, just like I've done. Uh, I finally finished my whole head. It took me a very long time because I was working and taking my time and I had to wait for my sides to grow out from my mohawk. But as you can see, they're all done now. And if you hear a squeak, it's my dog playing with her squeaky toy. Um, I'm making a video to update people on the challenges that I found as I extended my dreads and had to deal with that, and the changes, because I've gone from really short hair to hair that's down to my butt. Um, One of the things that I learned is when I first started putting in my extensions with the crochet hook and the back combing and the felting is I wasn't very good when I first started, and pretty much a few of those fell out after my first wash. And really all I did was comb open the ends again and crocheted them back in, but a little bit more intensely this time, and felted them, and they've been in for a long time and I actually haven't had any problems. The blue ones are the first ones that I started doing, and as you can see they're still there. I took out the synthetic one because I'm sorry, but synthetic was really hard and it didn't feel good when I laid down and I could feel it poking into the back and it was itchy. I like wool. Wool feels better. Um, but yeah, so it's completely normal after you wash for one or two dreads to fall out, sometimes three or four, depending on how intensely you worked at putting them in. Basically, you can just put them right back on. You open up the tips again. If they fall out when you're out and about, because I had a few fall out when I was at work, I found that nobody notices, and you just tuck the little partial dread, stick it back in your dreads. You can put your dreads up and nobody will even know. And honestly, I left a bunch out for like a week or 2 weeks because I was too lazy to put them back in yet. And it was no problem putting them back in. The only thing I did realize is that mature-ish dreads, like dreads that are getting really hard, for example, I've got some naturals in here. Where are they? Yes, dreads that are really hard, like that, are actually really hard to crochet and extend and stuff. So if you do have some that fall out while your hair is maturing into the dread stage, then it could be a little bit more effort to put in the extension again. Yay. What else did I want to talk about? I made a list. Oh yeah, after extending my hair, I would wait like 2 weeks before I washed. It's totally up to you as to when you think your hair is ready enough to wash. And again, it's kind of normal that if you didn't do a really good job crocheting in the extension, that the extension might fall out. If you have all your extensions fall out, then you gotta work harder. Keep a crochet hook with you. If you're gonna go on a trip or something, and you'll be away from your dread supplies for a while, sneak your crochet hook and a comb with you wherever you go. Then if you do have any fallout, you can put them back in. Or if you just don't care, you just don't care. Like, it's personal preference. One of the things I will say is I found a lot easier after a while. When I went back to it after a few times, I would wrap the fuzzy part of the dread around my hair and I would crochet it first instead of trying to palm roll it first, and it helped it grab on better, and then I palm roll and crochet and do all that. But again, that comes completely up to you and finding out what works best for you. As far as shampoo goes, or washing, I actually started making my own shampoo bars, and I've done a lot of research on products to use and what not to use, and Really, I'm terrified of lice because my daughter goes to school and they had a lice scare this year. We didn't get anything, thank God. But that was also one of my motivating factors for making my own shampoo. Is I made these, and they have all kinds of oils in them. Everything from avocado oil to sunflower oil and a whole bunch in between, and they smell really good. I made sure that I based the scents off of tea tree and cinnamon because cinnamon helps deter lice as well as tea tree, but lice are kind of getting resistant to tea tree, so I made sure I did cinnamon. And I'm mixing orange and wintergreen. I think that was it. I don't know, I don't have the list. And yeah, aside from that, I love my dreads. Uh, Judging off my last YouTube videos, I've had them in for about 5 months. I've been working on them. I finally finished this side because that was the last side I had left to do 2 weeks ago, I think it is now. And so far, like I said, they're staying nice. I've decorated them. Some of them I've dyed, and then I installed dreads that were completely different colors from what I had originally started to do. And since I've got these in permanently, I've added one of my feathers that I made, which I started making out of polymer, and I love them, but they clip onto the dreads really nicely. But yeah, I love my wool dreads. I can't see myself without them, and if you're thinking of trying it, give it a try. Do a couple dreads, see how you like it, see if you get a hang of it. And honestly, it's really addicting. By the time I finished doing my whole head, I wanted to crochet some more, but I've run out of hair. So if anybody in Edmonton wants wool extensions, I would love to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go. My dog needs to go outside. Goodbye.